All right, guys. Hey, Chad here again from Canine Revolution Dog Training. Today we're just going to do a quick demo and discussion of one of the aspects that isn't really talked about much in training, is how to let your dog be a dog, let him hang out in the environment, sniff around, stuff like that, and still be able to implement control and obedience and build up a bond with your dog. How training is going to allow you to do that. So today I'm going to be walking dog Hero around on a trail on one of our properties, and basically I'm just letting him kind of wander around the trail. I'm hanging out. I do have his remote collar with me, his invisible leash, but all I'm letting him do is just basically wander around, sniff things, observe things. Now this could be a dog that before training would run away and never return to you, right? Run away and have no inkling or desire to return to you. They just want to run off, sniff things, so on and so forth. This scenario right here is post-training. Your dog has learned everything they need to learn obedience-wise, and you're able to use that to your advantage. So I was letting him sniff around in the woods there for a second. I just called him into a heel position right next to me, where you see he's walking with me now. And then again in a little bit, I'm going to release him to move away from me. He's free to move away from me whenever I give him the release, and sniff around and hang out and do that kind of stuff again. So there it is right there. So I just tell him that he's released. He doesn't have to stick with me anymore. He can go off and do his own thing, and I continue walking down the trail, okay? And you'll see him just kind of running around, stretching his legs, sniffing things, you know, all those kind of things that make a dog feel good. So in this scenario, I'm calling him to my side in heel position like you saw before. Then I release him to go off and do whatever he wants. And that release is the reward in this case, okay? And you just see him running around, having a good time, sniffing things, no big deal, all right? And I'm just continuing on my path. So he did just come up and check up with me, so I decided to call him into a heel position. So I call him into heel position, and again, we're just walking. Again, he's got to be next to me this time. If he deviates too far, you know, he's going to get a correction for that. But as long as he's next to me as we're walking, he's good to go, all right? All off leash. And so we're walking, we're practicing that good obedience, adherence, and then I release him again. You notice whenever he starts walking away from me, he has been released and he's off sniffing, hanging out in the environment, smelling things, running around a little bit, you know, walking ahead of me, no problem with that. Lagging behind me, no problem with that. I'm just maintaining my walk, my hike as we go through this trail, and he's kind of doing his own thing. At a certain point, if he gets too far away from me, I'm going to say, "Come here." And that's not a formal come command to him. That's just, hey, you need to start moving in my direction again. All right. Here we just pull him into heel position again. So now he's next to me again as we're walking, just to practice some level of obedience while we're moving around. And then I release him again to go smell things. So this should be very fluid with you and your dog, especially post-training, where you and your dog are comfortable being, practicing that heel position, being pulled into an obedience command, and then released again. All right, so this is practicing that release. This is practicing stopping, doing something that you're enjoying doing, like sniffing, move back to me, come back into a good heel position. And this is just also practicing good self-control and building up a higher level of relationship and bond with your dog. All right, so again, we're walking here. I ask him to come into a heel position. He goes a little bit too far ahead when I asked him to come into heel, so he gets a little correction. You see him come right back to me in that heel position as we exit the trail here, right? So he's in proper position. We just keep walking, good to go. So we've done some heel positioning, some release, some heel positioning, some release. Some of me encouraging him to my side, right? Some of me encouraging him to me, right? And then release again to go off and do his own thing, be satisfied by his own feelings of, hey, it feels good to be out smelling things, good to go, right? So here we go. We're going to end the walk. You can do an automatic sit at the end of the walk, a little physical touch reward there, all right? And that's pretty much it. So we do that walk, we have a good time, he has a good time, and we go from there, all right? Until that next video, you guys go out there, work hard, play hard, have fun with your dog.